Hey guys, it's me. I'm back, your favorite YouTuber. Make sure you like and subscribe. In this video, we are talking about the love bombing that I went through here in this wonderful Nairobi, okay? And how it took me from hero to zero, okay? All right, you guys, so we are stopping, right? Okay, look at this madam. This madam is on something serious right now. Serious. We are stopping at one of the checkpoints, stop places or whatever. It is so beautiful. Like, when you talk about living in Kenya, this is what you're talking about. Can you smile? Please. All the teeth are showing. And I know y'all gonna try to judge me. Just put the judgment in the comments, okay? Remember, I'm still your girl, so be nice to me. I'm sensitive. And I hope you love this Get Ready with me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get into the story. All right, I'm back, you guys. Let me sit well so I can block off that light in the back. In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about how I got love bombed and fell in love with a man that completely ruined my life. And I think he's still attempting to ruin my life because he hasn't left my life. But in this video, we are doing makeup. I want to tell you now to make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with someone. If you guys don't know who I am, I really didn't introduce myself. I'm Charity. I'm 35. I live in Kenya. I have a beautiful baby boy who is 4 years old, and I am a single mom trying to rebuild my life at 35. Hope that's there. When I moved to Kenya, I didn't really have a plan after my plan got demolished. And I definitely was not looking for love. But this man is so incredibly charming, so charismatic, that I found myself deep in it. When he first approached me, he made it seem like the current relationship that he was in wasn't like permanent. I have learned the hard way, please, I am boo-boo the fool. I learned the hard way that the things that apply here in Kenya don't apply to America. So sometimes when you see a single mom here in Kenya, when you see a woman with a child, it's an assumption or an expectation to assume that she is married, whether local married, traditional married. There's so many levels of marriages here that I didn't think about none of that stuff, y'all. We just think in America, fiance, boyfriend, fiance, marriage. All these other type of marriages that exist here. I mean, you could just decide today you married and boom, start calling somebody the wife, okay? Or you can decide to have second wives and third wives and 50 million wives. I just don't understand. I wasn't like really sure of what his relationship status was, and he was always being so vague about it. Every time I would try to ask him, he would give me the runaround, like still to this day running around and stealing, okay? The man was two things, a cheating man and a stealing man. So he kind of got me to believe that he really wasn't in that relationship, and he was with me so much that I couldn't have imagined he was lying to me. Because how are you with me this much? Like, how are you doing all of this stuff if you really are not like separating? You get what I'm saying? And again, this is just a testament of like, this is what happens when you go against the will of God. I'm still in the mess, but I'm telling you, when you go against the will of God, the wages of sin is death. And I'm still here fighting for my life. But you know, before I go down this crazy story, I would like to say I have always wanted my own man. You know, like I've never wanted to be a side chick. I've never wanted to be somebody's second option. It's just that all my life I have somehow been that girl. But all my life I have been a side chick. I have, you know, call it a pick me girl. But I've never like really had a relationship where the person wanted me or picked me. So it's easy for me to just find myself in these situations. I don't know if you want to call it a Jezebel spirit or whatever, but if I've ever taken your man, I'm sorry. He came to me first, but I should have left. But sometimes you get into these situations where you really think you found the one, and this one got me. Now, I also don't like the idea of being a side chick. So, like, I've always made the people who I've dated leave their significant others if they want to be with me. I've never asked them, like, demanded they do it, but I just was like, you know, there's some sins we do and some we can't just continue. Like, you need to break your things off, and if you're not ready, like, stay there until you're ready. But you can't be trying to court me while you got somebody else. Okay, this is why we stay single. Anyways, I don't need to tell you what the Bible says, child. I think you know. So I, of course, told him, like, hey, like, if we're gonna do this, you need to make your plan. He was like, don't worry, I'm definitely making a plan. I want to be here with you. I mean, we were praying together, staying together, partying together, dreaming up businesses together. Never in a million years would I have thought it was all a bogus lie. And I call this a romance scam because, and this is going to be a high profile one, because what? I don't think this man was ever gonna leave her, right? And people always say, well, what do you expect them to leave? They never do. I have had plenty leave for me, okay? And like I said, we're about a year later and he's still here. And I'll tell you, you know, I told him he needs to just come and do his own talking, because this situation was going viral on TikTok, yo. People like drama and messiness. I mean, I had so many people messaging me telling me, oh yeah, I know who that guy is. I know so-and-so used to date him. Oh, Charity, I know who you are. Y'all were so silent when I was with him, but when it started to fall apart, all of y'all was coming out of everywhere. Sorry. All of y'all was coming out of everywhere to tell me about this man. And I was like, I mean, babies was sending me receipts talking about he always does this. He's always a user, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And we were also on social media a lot. So why would I think that this man isn't honest if he's sitting here on my friend's social media live and she has like 150 followers, 150K. She's probably at like 200 and something. And we are all together willy-nilly, diddly-doddling in my house, having fun, drinking, doing stuff. If I was cheating on someone, I would not go on social media. Okay. So we had a very public relationship. We were out publicly. It was like, you know, we were together. And I understood, like, what he was saying was true. It wasn't. So needless to say, he just kept stealing from me. Guys, this man has a stealing spirit. You know, when they say sticky fingers, this one, fingers cannot unstick, okay? He just stole 7K from me the other day and wants to keep lying to me about it. But I'll tell you why I keep him around, or why he be staying around. Boy. So, I know y'all gonna be like, girl, you might need to do this whole story time all over again, but I'm not lying to you, okay? So now he just started getting sticky fingers. And like, when I gave him access to my M-Pesa account, it was because I started to realize every time we were going out, he was getting a little offended in a way that, like, I was always paying and paying and paying. Yeah, Charity, it's just, the story's not going great. I was always paying, but I'm like, I understand that, like, he cannot provide my lifestyle for me, you know, at least the one I had that he helped take away. So I would just, out of like love and support and gratitude for how much he was doing for me and helping me with, I was like, what's it gonna hurt me to pay for a dinner here and there, or, you know, to buy some wine or a beer or two, you know, like, he wasn't asking me for crazy things, and it's because he was taking it behind my back. And I thought I was monitoring it well, because I put the M-Pesa on my other phone, because I had bought a new iPhone when I went to the US. And I told him, I said, hey, we can just use this as a mutual family phone, but this is not your iPhone. You're not to be taking it and running around with it, right? So we used his old M-Pesa account and my phone number. It was still my work number for my US line. It wasn't, I didn't give it to him for that. So then I started to realize he was liking that line more than his line. And this is the first time I realized, oh, this guy is pressed that he has an iPhone. Like, we went out to one of these clubs up here, and some girl was like trying to holler at him while I was there, and sent like security to come and get his number. And it's all because he had an iPhone. I didn't know the iPhones be doing this to the girls out here. It's a panty dropper. So now I'm like, I don't think I'm doing this well, but we good. So now I'm like, okay, I'm seeing that the materialistic things that I have are like of importance to him. And I didn't understand why, because everybody has iPhones in America. Like, I mean, you can leave your iPhone on the floor and you will come back and it will be on that floor. Nobody cares, you know? So he was starting to feel like a Kilimani man, okay? I didn't even know a Kilimani girl was a thing. Y'all, when you talk about wet behind the ear, green behind the ear, milk still behind the ear, all of that ear stuff, count me in, okay? I did not understand that these things brought some type of value. Living in Kilimani, you know, doing whatever we were doing, like it was something. Like he was having the thrill of his life on my dime, okay? But what I loved again about him was he was just so supportive, and he made me feel like I could accomplish so much more in Kenya. And having a guy and a man in your life greatly improves your life here in Kenya. Listen, I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist. I believe women to the world. Women to the world, like, you know, yeah, all that. But in this country, I told you I was getting my butt kicked. Like I was proper in trouble. Like people kept hollering at me. I was just always finding myself in issues. But then when I finally got with him, nobody would even speak to me. So I left you guys at the part where I was talking about, yes, I am a feminist, and I feel like we can do all bad by ourselves, but in this Nairobi, you will get manhandled, and having a man protects you. And I genuinely appreciated the change in experience. I started to enjoy Kenya, and I was happy, so I thought. So I started to realize his little sticky fingers was taking everything. I mean, down to telling me he's gonna go and sell my microwave because I didn't need the microwave because where I lived at had a built-in microwave. Then he takes that microwave home to his house. And I'm like, if you never had a microwave in your entire life, why do you feel now you should steal one from me? Continue warming your food the way you warmed your food. So I would be asking him, like, where's the money from the microwave? Because he's like, yeah, I got a place I can sell it. And I'm like, where's the money? Where's the money from the microwave? Y'all, he ended up calling his cousin to pretend to be the guy who purchased the microwave. Okay, like, say you purchased it and you're going to give me the money soon or whatever. And I was like, I took the number and I put it in M-Pesa, and I saw it was the same last name as his last name. But I should have known this man was a crook when he told me his name is David, but he goes by Luke. He gave himself his own name. His own name. How you do that? And what? Who's to say that Luke is better than David? Anyways, so I realized this microwave thing was a lie. So now I started to think that everything was a lie. So I did what every little ghetto black girl would do. Okay? We're going to pick up the phone and call her. So I, of course, had her number because it was in my phone. Remember the phone we were using to pay for M-Pesa? So I called her and I was like, do you know your man is at my house? And she was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, so you're the one who's been calling late night and whatever. And I basically told her everything, okay? I told her everything because I thought that was the right thing to do. But again, culture clash, people. You don't do that here. You keep everything on a hush hush and you just lie. I didn't know that. Typically, us in the U.S., we sit down like mature women and snitch on those. Okay? We don't leave no stove unturned, no leaf unturned, no nothing unturned. We'll tell you everything that your man did and how he did it, right? So here I am telling her, and she runs home to Chicago. Runs home to Chicago, tells her parents all of this stuff. Now he goes chasing after her and won't answer the phone. He runs off with my cell phone. I forgot to take it back before he ran off with it. He done ran off with my cell phone. My work phone, by the way, blocking it, changing the accounts. I didn't even know he could remove my freaking iTunes thing without my passcodes. But he knew enough about me that he could figure it out and guess. Remember, this man is a thief, a lover boy. See, now the caretaker is over here washing the damn floor. Y'all, I hope the audio is still fine. Let's just keep going. So now I done told her all the tea. She go home, she runs to her parents, and it becomes family matter. Chill. I didn't know that's another culture thing here. How intense families can be, right? Okay, this is gonna annoy me. Let me just come back. Let me come back to you.